This is everything you need to know about children's picture books. And while we're talking about the art of writing and the art of illustrating, we also need to talk about the art of collaboration. In this video, I'm going to talk about first-time collaboration with freelancers, and we'll talk about collaborating with friends in another video. With any kind of collaboration, you want to make sure that you're keeping the lines of communication open. The best kind of art happens when everyone feels like they can speak their mind and contribute. At your first meeting with your illustrator, make sure you're both establishing very clear expectations. And these are going to look different because every artist is going to have a different preferred process, and every writer is going to have a different preferred level of creative control. You may just have a few specific image notes, or you may have a full stick figure mock-up of the whole book. It doesn't matter because, as we've established, you're the one paying rent for these illustrations, and if you know exactly what you want, that's your prerogative. However, you need to make sure that you're communicating that clearly to your illustrator before you sign a contract, because this level of creative control can be a red flag for some illustrators. And that's not a slight on them. People just have different comfort zones, and if you're not going to be able to have good collaboration, then you want to make sure you know that as soon as possible. But collaboration is the key word here. Remember, a director directs. He doesn't dictate every tiny detail. And even if you do feel like you need creative control over every tiny detail, you're going to have to come to grips with the fact that that's just not practical. But instead of fretting over this minutia, allow yourself the joy of stepping back and letting the illustrator work their magic. Remember, you hired them for a reason. And of course, if there's a piece of art you don't love, or the illustrator isn't really grasping what you're going for, then don't be afraid to speak up and let them know. Collaboration is a two-way street. But just like the art of writing or illustration, collaboration is a skill to develop. And when you can find just the right balance with the right partner, that's when the magic happens.